Hello, Moment friends! Anding here for the final week of Bingo Boffin. We are here in Bingo Boffin's Hobbit Hole, ready for the final party that will be taking place in a moment.
The day has finally arrived.
My friend, I have a few more preparations to make in order to get my home presentable for guests, but I am nearly ready. Let me know if you are willing to help. Oh, I'm sure that the quest announcer guy will make sure that we are willing to help.
I have a few more things to do to get ready.
Well, let's see here. I have a few more things to get ready, but it might be easiest just to go outside and keep an eye for my guests. So now we're going to go to like the beginning of The Hobbit at the party. That is awesome. I know I constantly compare it to The Hobbit, but it seems like it's trying to compare itself to The Hobbit. If not, then I don't know. But there are definite parallels that are there, and I apologize if you don't like that, but I can't help it. I think that they're there. So
the day of the party has finally arrived, and Bingo has sent you outside to greet the arriving guests.
Did he say the day of the party? The day of the party. Myrtle's guarded expression is more suitable for a battle than a party. Well, I suppose it would be rude not to attend Bingo's party, so here we are, Dang Song. Do you think he has forgotten that business about the petition I began before he left on his adventure? I would appreciate it if you did not remind him about that. Who else has Bingo invited, Dang Song? I assume many of the Shire's most notable families will be represented. Some of them are coming along now, Myrtle. The Shire is very quaint, both like and unlike 'em all entirely. I don't know why I use that voice, but there you go. I told you we'd find the place. Luce? Bah! These must be Bingo's neighbours. Are ye also on the way to his party? Well... I know the invitation was intended for me, but Mar wanted to see Bingo's home for himself. And before ye could say Tauluth Gorid, half the town had invited themselves. Are you folk hobbits? Not from the Shire, certainly. Is it possible? These hobbits have come from far away, haven't they? What is this feeling, Dang Song? It is wholly unusual. The desire to explore the unknown and see far-off lands fills my heart. Oh, someone else is coming up the road. On second thought, I think I am fine without adventure in my life. I hope I have not missed the party, Dang Song. Where is Bingo? Could you imagine a bear just like coming up into the Shire right here in Michael Delving and then just transforming and had... They should have reacted much more than that, I think. Like, ran back inside their hobbit holes. Greetings to you, Dang Song. I know I did not receive an invitation to Bingo's party. No, do not worry. I do not begrudge him for that, nor do I expect one. I spoke with him only briefly, a long time ago, and was compelled by other duties at the time. I was recently in Rivendell, at the behest of Lady Galadriel, and while there I spoke with quite a fellow. Bilbo was his name, and it seems he is quite eager to read Bingo's book. He told me about the party and that he sadly would not be able to attend. and I told him that I would go on his behalf and report back concerning Bingo's progress on the book. To that end, I have prepared a large quantity of ink, and have brought it with me as a gift for Bingo. May his quill never run dry. Hello there, Ding Song. Oh my goodness. Look what I found on the road. Willem Whisker and his whole family, yes sirree. Oh dear, do those eat hobbits? It is a pleasure to meet you. Are you also skin changers like this woman? That is awesome. No, Willem is not a skin changer like those in my family. But he does seem to have quite a family of his own. I am sad to report that none of my brothers will be able to make it to the party today, Dang Song. They all had obligations in other far-off lands, but I promised the old Rattlepacks, and I would represent the Bartleby family to the best of our abilities. Now where is our host? I am ready to have a plate or two of tasty victuals. Let us go inside. Well, just invite yourself in, why don't you? Oh, yes, this is the right stuff. Before long, the party is well underway. Camel Boffin, doing all the work. Oh man, where do I start? There's a party and I'm like the weird child that's like left out. Alright, let's see here. Man, everybody wants to talk today. Theodore and Burke seek to outdo each other's tales, but the hobbits just want to eat. I'm gonna talk to Bingo first. Bingo is reminiscing with Egwilf and Lang here. I did not expect so many people to come to my party. Surely I did not send out this many invitations. Willem even made the journey, and he brought his mate and his many cubs. Priska's children seem quite taken with them. I must remind WW to count his cubs carefully when it is time for my Lynx friends to return home. That's awesome. Oh man, I hope I don't get emotional during this. That would be just crazy. Alright, let's see here. I thought this was a dinner party. What? Why is it taking so long to get dinner on the table? The rumbling in my belly will drown out all the conversation if we don't eat soon. This is a nice table. I don't see any scuff marks upon it at all, and yet, judging from Bingo's dancing upon the tables in the Prancing Pony, he must have gotten some practice in the art from somewhere. I don't know why I did that voice, but there you go. Alright, let's talk to Theodore. Oh, this has been quite an adventure, Dang Song. I do not know what Haley and I will do from here on out, but I do not doubt that it will be an experience full of danger and excitement. Do not tell her I said this, but I do think that without her by my side, I have gotten in over my head a time or two on this adventure. Without having her on my side. Nothing I wouldn't be able to solve by myself, of course. You were a help too, from time to time. Oh, Once or twice, I suppose. What I am trying to say, if I can talk, is that even an experienced adventurer like Theodore Gorse needs friends from time to time. Theodore coughs with embarrassment, and his unusual bluster returns. Now then, enough of this surrogatory platitudes. My past is magnificent. My present is satisfactory. I defy you to disappoint my future. Me future. I asked Theodore where he got his hat. I would like to add it to my collection. All right, Bert. That's great. Okay, room number 2. Willem's family is enjoying a great deal of attention from the young hobbits.
Ooh, look how cute they are! And their fur seems so soft. I love them all!
Okay, crazy lady. Just gonna step over here.
When you and Bingo came to Newbury to visit, you beheld me at my lowest point, Deng Song. But after a year of courting, Candeline Brandybuck finally agreed to attend a social gathering with me. All I needed was a party to attend with her. And so when my mother said that Bingo, my first cousin, once removed, was hosting a dinner party, well, it seemed like the providence most fortuitous. But alas, she is spending the whole time fawning over these lynx cubs, and sparing not a moment for me. Cruel fortune.
Oh, Dinodas. If only you had a better name. Marigold and Spalvey are held in rapt attention by Haley's Adventures. Spalvey! Yeah, here we go. Let's talk with Kettle first. Is this map accurate? There certainly are a lot of villages in the Shire. I respect their burrows, and a hobbit hole seems to be a very tidy place to live. But I could do with little more in the way of a large echoing chambers, and not a great hall in sight. Kettle sighs. How do hobbits live like this, Deng Song? We certainly had quite an adventure, didn't we, Deng Song? I do hope you will remind Bingo of our part in it, so he does not leave out our contribution. He spent much of my portion waterlogged and not knowing who he was, so he might not have as much to say about it. It has occurred to me that perhaps you should remind him of my contribution, Deng Song. I think that perhaps not all dwarves are meant to be written about. Okay, remind him of my contribution, but not all dwarves are meant to be written. Okay.
Haley is incredible and remarkable, especially for one of the big folk. She is telling me all about her adventures. Did she really descend into the lair of a dragon? And emerge once again after waking it up? You were there too, Deng Song? That certainly is something. I need to find a dragon of my own to best. I like this hobbit lass. She is more attentive and reminds me somewhat of myself when I was that age.
Haley suddenly turns bright red.
Oh, I am so sorry. Hobbits age differently than my folk, don't they? Marigold is indeed a child. Still, I am sorry to have spoken so thoughtlessly. Spending so much time around Theodore may have brought me down to his careless level. What a frightening thought.
And the Boffins are being put to work. Bingo's neighbors and the visitors from Martura try to find common ground. Well, you know, just stand on the rug. You're all on common ground. See? There we go.
I have not been able to get a word in edgewise. I do not remember agreeing to leave the Shire, but Violet seems to think I did. What has this party gotten me into, Deng Song? There are many ferocious creatures in the woods of the Gloom Glens, but as distant cousins ye must possess the same skills as we. Ye will be able to avoid their notice. Merrimack and visit us straight away. Hello, Deng Song. I have been telling these good folk that they should come and visit us in Martalu and enjoy a traditional welcoming feast, as Bingo did. If they eat as much as Bingo, they may need to also enjoy the traditional week of recovery following such a feast. But we would find a place for them. I hope they will come and visit. My sister is quite taken with this Merrimack fellow. I do not think he seems as happy about this fact as she.
I hope that that was the right voice for that. Anyway. Danamira studies Bingo's manuscript. Manuscript in progress for suitability in her library.
Bingo's manuscript is very good so far, Deng Song, but I do wish he had showed a little more proficiency with spelling and grammar. This book will need some refinement before I am comfortable placing it on a library shelf.
Bingo has amassed quite a collection of books. I'm impressed with his scholarly dedication, and I wonder what the great collections of my people are missing for the lack of Hobbit literature. It was very nice of Bilbo Baggins to give me his invitation when I visited him Ladris. All right, Elf.
It is good to sit down for a moment. All of my children are occupied for now, and I have a moment to myself. I should tell Cousin Bingo to host these parties more often.
Just this spot. All right. Talk to Bingo in his home.
It is nearly time for dinner, Deng Song, but there is still a small matter of which I'd like to attend. It will not take long. Do you have a moment? Do you remember what started this adventure, Deng Song?
Okay, bye, everybody.
I do. I remember it very well. It was lonely, and I was bored. Every day seemed much like the other. I thought if I hosted a dinner party for my neighbors, it would break up the routine. And that is when I met you, Deng Song. I asked you to retrieve a cookbook from the library. I thought it might contain the perfect recipe to serve at my dinner party. Instead, I found a map. And the strangest feeling I have ever known. The desire to set forth on a journey, an adventure beyond the Shire. You have been my true and loyal friend ever since, Deng Song,
And so now I'm going to give you William Whisker as a gift. I cannot thank you enough for that. Alright. I sought a recipe at the beginning of this adventure, and indeed I found one. The perfect recipe for a happy life. The very best friends a hobbit could have. Every adventure comes to an end someday. But I am so grateful to have taken this adventure with you, Dang Song. Now get out of my house. As usual, I have let my words get ahead of me. Thank you again, my dearest friend. Now let's eat. I am ready for dinner, my friend. Let us join the guests and eat our fill. Is this the end?
I must confess, I am sad to see our journey end.
This is the end, alright. Well, Dang Song, I do not know what to say. We have been through so much together on this journey. I must confess I am sad to see it end. I have made so many friends on this adventure, and I think the attendance at my party has proven I made even more than I realized when I was writing out the invitations. But none of them are as dear to me as you, Dang Song. You are quite the minstrel and a loyal friend. You are welcome to call at my humble home any time. I must see to finishing my book, and once that is done, who can say? I have had a taste of adventure, and what is a book without a sequel? Oh, I'm only teasing, Dang Song. Mostly. Farewell for now, my good friend. The party's still going on inside, but you're going to leave now. I will see you again, and I look forward to the tales we will tell on that day. Note that Bert Bartleby has arrived outside Bingo's home in Michael Delving. Thank you for playing through The Ballad of Bingo Boffin. Okay, we are going to talk to Bert in a second. I want to just go inside if we can. Can we not? There we go. Just want to go inside and see if there's... Okay, so the party's well over and done with. But the cobwebs are gone. They've got all the stuff, including the perfect recipe. Awesome. Yeah, that's that. I remember meeting Tanglemane for the first time. What a good boy he was. Oh man, it is sad to see this series end.
Oh, I have many fine items on offer.
I'm sure you do, Bert. Small map of Bingo and Middle-earth. Shows the entire path of Bingo Boffin's adventure. That sounds pretty cool. Large map of Bingo's adventure. Kettle map maker's hat. Bingo's serving platter. The potato. Tome of William Whisker. Summons Bingo's favorite Lynx friend to keep you company. I was just joking about getting William. It looks like that we actually did. Using this item will teach you the skill to summon William Whisker. Did we buy it? There we go. Summon Bert Bartleby's pack horse to keep you company. Why not? You know what? We'll get the large map as well, just because we can. And I just took away the stuff that would let me know what the new stuff is. I have no idea. Title award awarded. Dang Song Party Goer. You are always ready for a good party, no matter how long it takes. I think I'm gonna keep Friend of the Eagles. We still have mail. Okay. I can't believe that bingo is already over essentially. That is, well, it actually is. It's amazing that it's been a year to me. It does not feel like it has been that long. 52 weeks already over. Alright, I guess these are, there we go. Studying a new skill. Studying another new skill. Hey, Will and Whisker. That's awesome. I guess Bert just doesn't. That's awesome. Alright. That's fantastic. So, I really enjoyed the conclusion to Bingo. It wasn't as emotional as I thought, but that's okay. I think it was a nice, happy ending to what I think was a really good story. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of Bingo Boffin. I felt like in places it could have been a lot better, and just some of the things that they did could have been improved. Come on, Willem, come over here. Just some of the things they did could have been improved. The quest design as a whole could have been better, and it could have been a better story. They could have done more with it, particularly around like week 40, in that range. Just started to get really boring, and I thought they were setting up stuff, but it never came to anything that I could tell. And I wish that there was, more setup and a little bit more reason for having gone on this entire adventure. But it's awesome that it was just a story about friendship, and at the end of the day, that's an awesome plotline to have. I felt like that this was a nice experiment, a really good original story, and honestly, I kind of wish that they would, for normal updates, release them in chunks. So instead of having like one big update, in a month, in one day all at once going up, instead, spreading it out over different months, I think would be much better and would keep people in the game longer, and just keep people more excited for LOTRO. So anyway, let me know once again in the comments below what you thought of Bingo Boffin. I actually really enjoyed the ending and really enjoyed probably like the first 25-ish episodes, and had a lot of fun with the series. That means the majority of episodes I think I actually enjoyed, and I think it's definitely worth going on. I wish I would have known about the level hike at the start, because I would have started with one of my capped characters instead of leveling all the way through. So that's Bingo Boffin. Big thanks to Made of Lions for just making all of this. It's absolutely amazing that this is essentially coming from one person. I think he did have help from other people, but this was essentially one person's creation, and it's really cool that it just all came together really well. And so moving forward on my channel, I am planning to eventually level up this character, Dang Song, all the way to level cap, and hopefully keep them at level cap moving forward. We'll see if that happens. That will not be, though, until after I finish my Epic Story series, or at least, get that character leveled to cap, because I need to do that first before I start leveling another character. And so it'll probably be, I hope to, by the end of the year, have this character at cap. We'll see if that actually happens, but it would be awesome to be able to do that. So anyway, this has been an awesome series. A big thanks to my patrons on Patreon for helping make this series possible. And I will see you all again for whatever comes next. Let me know in the comments below what series you would like to see me do next. Any game on Steam is open and, you know, up for grabs. Or if you'd like to see me do some type of series in LOTRO, let me know that in the comments below as well. And I will look into it. So anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.